The government is committed to changing the way technology is taught in schools to make it more relevant to the skills pupils will need in work and further education. This presents a challenge to industry to get involved and to schools to develop their own lessons. Intellect teamed up with Sue Black of the Goto Foundation to create Goto Tech Day at St Matthew's School in Surbiton. Children aged 7 to 9 experience lessons based on Raspberry Pi, apps development and Scratch programming. The goal of the event was to explore how technology lessons can be made more exciting, interesting and relevant to pupils.
Today is about working with primary school students, so we've worked with 7, 8 and 9-year-olds to explore and try to understand how they interact with technology.
Sue Black is a Senior Research Associate at the Software Systems Engineering Group in the Department of Computer Science at University College London.
With a software engineering background that I've got, I wanted it not just to be about coding, but to be about design, about hardware, about software, to kind of have a more holistic approach towards teaching kids about technology.
Pete Wood of Design Sparks showed the class how to use the Raspberry Pi and to program in Python.
Hands up, who's got a computer at home?
At a grassroots level, the problem with today's society is that computers are just games consoles or machines that fire up and you learn how to use Word and Excel. And the problem is that there's such a decline in computer science graduates and electronics engineers because they don't actually see the hardware level that we used to back in the early days, like in the 1980s when I was learning how to computer program.
Apps for Good is the brainchild of non-profit organisation CDI Europe in partnership with Dell and supported by the tech and creative industry including O2, Thomson Reuters and Ogilvy.
Act out how you solve the problem using a mobile phone.
Apps for Good's key aims are to reignite a passion for technology and social enterprise in young people, encouraging them to use technology to tackle problems for social good.
We want to turn around how people in this country are thinking about technology and how they can use it in their lives, but actually begin creating things. This is a fantastic way of doing it. We were over the moon when Intellect approached us to do this, and I think it's a template of something that could be used in a number of different ways up and down the UK.
Miles Berry of the University of Roehampton helped the pupils to design their own game using Scratch programming.
We've been using an open source toolkit called Scratch, which is freely downloadable off the internet. It's a brilliant way into the very first steps of programming. So children create a background, create some characters or choose from a ready-made set, put those into an environment and then start giving the computer instructions for how these little characters are to move around the screen.
The final session of the day saw the pupils eagerly demonstrating to their parents what they had learned.
Well, it was finding out all these cool technology things and looking at them and seeing how they work and stuff like that.
The event was an unprecedented success, with children, parents and teachers showing great enthusiasm and support for technology studies in the classroom and beyond.
It's not just about using a computer and doing what the computer lets you do. It's been about actually making that computer do what you want it to do.
This day was the first of its kind, and everyone involved hopes it will provide a blueprint for other schools to follow.
This is really taking kids back to, the really basics of programming, and really to understand what you're going to be doing, what these kids are going to be doing when they grow up, when they become games designers.
It gives the children a greater understanding for the future of how the applications are built, what it involves, and really how they can get involved with that in the future to perhaps go on and become computer programmers.
It certainly looks like it's been really good fun.
The kids have loved it, the teachers have loved it, the parents have loved it, we've all loved it.
We've had an absolutely fantastic day. The children have absolutely loved it.
But they seem to be really keen and really engaged and enjoying what they were doing.
We look forward to the day when computer science and technology is taught across the curriculum, used by all students of all ages, and it becomes a core part of our learning.